Investment properties, are they the same? Not sure how to answer that. So it depends on what kind of investment property you are trying to purchase. If you're looking in the beautiful Arizona market, we have what is called selection, location, and opportunity. If you haven't done so already, I want you to just take a moment, subscribe, like, follow my channel, share the love. I'm going to be on here 2-3 days a week, maybe 4 days a week, giving you some great information, answering your questions, trying to keep you in the landscape of what you need to know when it comes to purchasing a home or selling a home out here in Arizona. Investment properties, that's always a great route to go, no matter where you are in your stage of life. I have clients that don't even own a primary residence yet, and they've already purchased a couple of investment properties, trying to get the most return out of their investments. Investment property. Are you trying to make money now, or are you trying to hold it and make it more of a long-term hold where you make a little bit now, maybe cut even, but then as the years grow, the community grows, the location grows, your property also will grow with pricing. In Arizona, we still have pretty affordable monthly rates, seeing our taxes on our homes are usually much lower than what a lot of people are used to throughout the United States. When purchasing an investment property, there are some questions, some guidelines that I always like to go through. Are you going to be using this property for personal use? Is this a second home, or is this going to be a long-term rental? Are you looking to move into it eventually? There's so many things that come into play when purchasing an investment property to make sure you are making the right decision. Popularity would be the short-term rentals, not only just like an Airbnb and a VRBO, but more of those 1 to 3 month rentals. As you may not know, Arizona has perfect weather 9 months out of the year. So typically about 8 or 9 months, our weather is absolutely gorgeous, very little storms, sunshine all the time, in the 70s to 90s. We just have it's just amazing and beautiful. Out here in Arizona, you can have Thanksgiving on the patio. We do not have snow, so we have what is called snowbirds, seasonal renters. Those renters will come down to Arizona and spend a premium to rent your property. So those are things you want to keep in mind. We have golf events out here, car shows, we have restaurants, we have so many concerts, so many things that come to Arizona that require people to rent a property for a week, for 3 months, do more of a short term where they're paying that premium to you and you're making bigger bang for your buck. Those also work great if it's a home that you actually want a vacation in yourself. Doing a short term will pay that mortgage when you're not here, giving you a little bit bigger bang for your buck when it comes to purchasing an investment property. Another popular event that happens out here would be spring training. So that typically, don't quote me on this, I'm not really a big baseball person, but my clients that buy the homes for spring training typically are renting out their properties from February to May, like end of April, I believe. And again, those are larger premiums that people are willing to pay to come see their favorite team before the season starts. Another great opportunity to do with homes that we're seeing a little bit more of would be a room rental. So let's say you buy a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. Yes, what I've heard is it works out better if you have a bedroom for every bathroom. So a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, you'll be able to rent out that bedroom for a higher premium because they'll have their own bathroom suite, their own privacy. And those room rentals are college students, pilots, nurses, professionals that are in town month to month but don't want to have a mortgage. They'll rent out room spaces from you, and it's usually pretty profitable to go that route too. Again, just like with a short-term rental, the negatives on it would be your homeowner's insurance. It's going to be a little bit higher when you have insurance because you have a renter's insurance on there, but it's more of a hotel level because you have people in and out. You don't have a lot of their legal information. They themselves don't usually have renter's insurance, so the liability will all be on you. The other negative with a short term, which you may want to think about, is make sure you have a piggy bank, money set aside, so if no one is renting it for that short period of time, you can still cover the mortgage. You want to buy in an area that's up and coming, something that's at that medium price, not the spiked, something that's going to have room for growth, areas that you see a lot of businesses coming into, stores, hospitals, medical centers. Out here in Arizona, we also have military bases. So you want to purchase in areas where people are going to and need housing. As far as demand, we do have a high demand for rentals out here in Arizona, whether it's a short-term, seasonal like we just discussed, or if it's a longer-term rental, something that people are renting for 12 months to 24 months. They're both different animals, both are different paths for the investors. So when you're looking to invest in a property, the best thing you could do, and the only thing you should be doing, is contacting me, Angela Dansereau, West USA Realty, out here in beautiful Phoenix. Follow my channel, subscribe below, all the stuff, because what I do for my clients is I will set you up on a game plan, and in that game plan, we're going to have the objectives, the positives, the negatives, what you're trying to do with this investment property. Are you looking for a long hold? Meaning, a long hold would be something where you're putting somebody in for a longer amount of times, like a 12-month lease, or let's say, something like that. Sometimes you'll cut even depending on how much money you're putting down on these properties. If you're putting the bare minimum, you're lucky to cut even, maybe make a little bit of money. If you are putting down that 25 to 50% down, you're of course going to have a return a lot faster. The long-term rentals, the tenants are usually responsible for utility bills, keeping the property maintained. Their rent's not as high of a premium as if it was a seasonal, but these properties also are not furnished. Towels and linens and supplies needed monthly at these homes. These are more of a set it and forget it, long-term hold. You want somebody in there for a good 5 to 10 years that's paying the rent, paying that mortgage down for you every month. And then at the end, again, it's something that we would discuss. Would it be a property that you're moving into in 5 to 10 years? Or is it just going to be an investment property that you're long holding for the long haul? When you meet with a real estate agent, these are things you need to think about. The return is usually, everyone starts off with that. If you're brand new into investing or just have questions on it, everybody wants to make money right away. And again, that's why we need to sit down and go through the details of what buying an investment property looks like, the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, all the fun stuff. And I would love to be that resource, help you set up your LLCs, help you get going to be successful so your first investment property is not your last. Thinking about getting into an investment property, but don't want the work, the extra fees? Well, start off with a condo. A condo would be a great way to purchase an investment property for short-term, long-term rentals, easy yard maintenance, lots of things typically included in that HOA. Arizona's market's been booming lately from areas such as Phoenix, Gilbert, Scottsdale, Chandler, Tempe, Surprise. These areas would all be great locations if you're looking to purchase a home that's still growing. In a lot of the areas out here in Arizona, there's a lot of different job opportunities, lots of different companies coming to the valley. With so many people moving in, it is causing a high demand for short-term or long-term rentals. The great thing about condos is that they're more affordable than a single-family home, but can still bring considerable income in. For example, instead of paying $500,000 for a home, you could pay $300,000 and have a substantial income coming in monthly to help pay that mortgage. Let's say you buy a condo for $300,000 and charge around $2,000 a month for rent. Depending on your HOA fees and financing situation, your return could be smaller when we start, but give it a good 4, 5, 10 years and that income flow will start coming in. The goal, the ultimate goal when buying investment property would be passive income. And sometimes it takes a little longer to get there, but if you are patient and hold on to that property, it will grow. One of the best parts about buying a condo would be the low maintenance. Typically in your HOA fees, You're going to have different types of maintenance on the building that will cost you almost nothing out of pocket, except for that monthly HOA fee. In that fee, we see roof replacement, front yard maintenance, backyard maintenance, property maintenance. If you bought in a building that has a pool, a hot tub, a fitness center, all those fees are included in what's called an HOA fee out here, homeowners association fee. With a condo, you will have a homeowners association fee, and depending on location and when the building was built and other factors that come into play. And of course, is it guarded? Is it not guarded? Is it a locked building? Do you have parking? So all these things will come into play when it comes to your HOA fees. Also, if you purchase in a condo or you purchase a townhome that has HOA fees, a lot of times your water, your sewer, your garbage collection, all those fees will be in your HOA fee, making it a lot less for you monthly. When it comes to buying an investment property, it all depends on how much hands-on and hands-off do you really want. I have clients that want to property manage themselves, they want to take care of the yards, they want to take care of the properties, and I have others that just want a hands-off. They want to purchase it, they want the property manager to take over, they want the payments collected by someone else, they just want to get the income in monthly, and that's basically it. So it just depends on what kind of landlord or home investor you intend on being. When purchasing an investment property, especially out here in Arizona, we have a pretty big valley, meaning different areas will require different types of investment properties. If you're going to be more in the popular, the well-traveled areas such as Scottsdale, Phoenix, Tempe, college towns, you may want to look into a property that you could do more of a short-term rental. But keep in mind, not only do HOAs have rules, but cities and towns also have their guidelines on short-term rentals versus long-term rentals and timelines and areas they're allowed in and all that good stuff. When you have an investment property, a rental property, a long-term rental or a short-term rental are the things you may not realize is different types of homeowners insurance. That's right, when you have an investment property, you still got to pay the taxes on it every year, and you still got to pay for homeowners insurance. And homeowners insurance, but I've learned from personal experience, they are not all the same. Meaning some insurance brokers will have different types of insurance, different deals. You always want to kind of shop that. Check with your real estate agent. Check with Angela Dansereau. I have a great list of resources when it comes to homeowners insurance. And if you're looking more for a short-term rental, it is not the same type of insurance as what you would put on as a long-term rental. Most people don't realize that a short-term rental is going to require a little bit higher price monthly insurance rate, only because it's treated more like, how would you say, more like a hotel insurance, something you have people coming and going, you don't have a lot of their legal information, so there's a lot of liability in there when renting short-term. Short-term, you could make a lot more money, but again, typically, if you can make a little bit more on something, there's always a reason why. And with the short term, it would definitely be the liability of just having strangers in and out, the frequency, unsure on how long they're staying, how long they're going. There's different variables in there. The great thing about a short term is if it's a property that, let's say you live in Kentucky and you want to have a house in Arizona, making it a short term would let you block your weeks, weekends, times that you and your family want to be here. And then while it's here empty when you're back home, it could be making you money. Renting it out short term or a long term, like a 3-month to a 12-month lease, those variables will come into play depending on what your time looks like and what kind of property you're looking to purchase. Out here in Arizona, we have a lot of people that fly in and drive in for what we call seasonal rentals or a second home. So second homes are pretty popular out here. Also in a few other states, typically where there's a lot of sunshine, beautiful weather, beaches, activities, things to do. And in Phoenix, Arizona, The list goes on and on. So all over the valley, we have hiking opportunities. We have different shopping centers. And Arizona is growing. It is a very young state. So Arizona is one of the last states, part of the United States. So we don't have a lot of older properties. So in the historic area, for example, out in Phoenix, you're going to find some of the early 1900 homes, 1920s, 1930s, but it's very rare you're going to find a home like you would find out on the East Coast, something from the 1800s, 1900. So out here in Arizona, yes, we do have newer properties which require different types of care to your home, different types of structures, different locations. So it all is going to come down to what you're looking for in an investment property. Are you looking for an area with culture? Are you looking for an area that is close to hospitals, close to shopping? Are you looking for a horse property or maybe a home near a lake? All these options are available in beautiful Arizona. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe, like, and follow my channel out here in YouTube world. I'm always here to help, always helping, always guiding. We're going to take a tour today on a little condo that I found out here in Phoenix. It is under $300,000. It is a killer deal. Something like this would be a great first investment. I would say at least a 2-bedroom is going to be something that you would want to invest in if it's going to be more of something you want to stay, do more of a long term. If you're looking for a short-term rental, on the other hand, I've had clients that have had great success with the 1-bedrooms just because they're lower price, lower maintenance, so the fees make more sense that way. If you have questions on how to purchase, what to purchase out here in Arizona, I offer free consultations either via Zoom or in person. Always feel free to comment below if you'd like to chat to see what would fit what you're looking for and what you're trying to do. And then we can kind of explore your map and kind of see your timelines, affordability, locations. When it comes to investment properties, you want to make sure you get all the details in first. That way there's no surprises at the end. In closing, I would say when it comes to purchasing an investment property, all of them are different. We all have our different landscapes and reasonings of why we're trying to purchase a home or what we're trying to do with it. I just love to give as much education and guidance as I can. As we take a walk through this beautiful place out here in Arizona, in Phoenix, Arizona, I want you to stay open-minded to the different opportunities, the different possibilities, things you could do out here in Arizona when you're working with the right real estate agent. Again, this is Dansereau. I hope you have an awesome day. As we continue on today, we're going to take a tour of a great location. So out here, we're going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a great little condo, a good location, under $300,000. So you're going to be able to rent for pretty good money and come pretty close to what your mortgage payment would be. So we're going to take a tour through. I would love to hear your comments below on what you think about this home as we walk through the details, why I picked this one. 1 is the price, 2 is the location, and 3, the appeal of it, the accent walls, the brick walls, the details. Yes, it's an older condo building, but it has some great features such as a gate to get in, so everything is gated. You have parking right here in Phoenix. You're not going to pay extra for parking. There's parking supplied with the units, which is wonderful. And it's just an open, spacious floor plan. And it's also going to be a property that it's a set it and forget it. It's pretty easy to maintain, pretty easy to have tenants in there. You're close to the freeways, close to the hospitals. You are in Phoenix, so location is definitely key on this one. We're going to take a walk on through and keep me posted. Comment below if it's a home that you want to make an offer on. Just kidding. Or if you just want some more info on it, want to know what the payment's going to look like, always comment below, send me a text, shoot me an email. I'm always here to answer those questions. And again, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, share my page, like it, and let me know if you want to have a conversation about an investment property out here in Arizona. Have an awesome day. Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. So this amazing 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, apartment style living is available out here in Phoenix. Come check it out. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, just over 1,600 square feet. Out here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. This amazing property just hit the market. Would love to give you a personal tour. If you have more questions, you want to see what you can buy in Phoenix for a super affordable price, please reach on out. Welcome to 351 East Thomas Road, Unit D, 208 in Phoenix, Arizona. This condo perfectly blends modern industrial design with urban living, all in a central location between downtown and uptown. From nightlife and dining to light rail convenience, this unit gives you style, space, and accessibility all in one package. As you step inside, you're welcomed into an expansive great room, the heart of this home. This open layout gives you plenty of space to create zones for living, dining, or even entertaining. Whether you're hosting friends for a game night or just enjoying a quiet evening, the flow here makes it feel larger than it already is. One of the first things you'll notice are the modern industrial touches throughout. Brick and teak accent walls bring warmth and character, giving the space a downtown loft vibe. And every remodel detail was carefully considered. New windows, a brand new patio slider, and updated finishes all come together to give this home a stylish yet timeless feel. The kitchen is both sleek and functional. With brand new appliances, clean lines, and direct connection to the great room, it's perfect for entertaining or everyday living. Imagine cooking while still being part of the conversation or serving drinks during a dinner party. It's designed for a social lifestyle without sacrificing practicality. Moving into the bedrooms, you'll love how spacious they are. The primary suite is a highlight featuring his and hers closets, something you rarely find in a condo setting. That means plenty of storage without compromise. The secondary bedroom is also generously sized and can be tailored to your lifestyle, whether it's a guest room, home office, or personal gym. The bathroom has been updated with clean, modern finishes to match the home's design aesthetic. And right here, you've got in-unit laundry, a major convenience that makes life so much easier. Everything you need is right here on one level. Step outside to your private patio. This isn't just outdoor space, it's an extension of your living room with views of Phoenix's high-rises. Imagine morning coffee out here or winding down at night with city lights as your backdrop. It's the perfect urban retreat. This gated community offers more than just security. It's a lifestyle. You'll find 2 sparkling pools, well-maintained common areas, and lush landscaping. Plus, the HOA covers all utilities, electric, water, and more, simplifying your monthly expenses and giving you one less thing to worry about. That's a huge perk in today's market. Location is everything, and this one is unbeatable. You're right between downtown and uptown Phoenix, which means you got access to some of the best restaurants, nightlife, and shopping in the city, all within walking distance. The light rail is also nearby, giving you car-free access to events, work, and entertainment across the valley. Whether you're a young professional, a student, or someone who loves an active lifestyle, this location keeps you connected. So that's your tour of 351 East Thomas Road, Unit D, 208. With its modern industrial design, spacious layout, private patio views, and community amenities, this home delivers both style and convenience. If you'd like to schedule a private showing or learn more, all the details are in the description below. Thanks for joining me, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Phoenix home tours. See you in the next video.